Hey, hello. I haven't been online for quite a while. I've been watching all kinds of other things and doing all kinds of other things and have been really busy, but I had a minute, so I thought I'd pop on. I am I'm loving the sunshine. It's beautiful outside today. I'm gonna let you see. Yeah, we live off of Highway 30 in Indiana, northeast Indiana, so it's not bad, but we have a beautiful pond. As you saw, it's almost 7 acres. We have woods behind us, and we're in the middle. So for the right people, the traffic, you just ignore it. You know what I mean? Because of the privacy that we have and the land that we have. Um, Hopefully, when we put this up for sale in a couple of years, which is our plan, we'll catch the right fish that will love our place as much as we do and the privacy that it has. Anyway, my update for today is that I'm still going to counseling. Um, I've changed counselors. I don't know if I told you that or not. I went from a woman to a man. The man I met, man counselor I met, he was doing a group on Fridays for eating disorders that had, been promoted out of the ILP, the in in outpatient program, for eating disorders. So we went 3 times a week for 3 hours each time we went. 3 days a week, and then so you graduate and you just go once a week on a Friday. I quit. I didn't feel that was enough. It was doing me enough to, especially to drive clear into town, which is probably a 15-minute drive. It's 20 minutes to get there. It just wasn't worth it for an hour. We were spending an hour together. So I haven't had much in the way of support. My husband has gotten a lot better. I think I've mentioned that before. He's gotten a lot better in his support of all of this. Once all my diagnoses started coming in and my problems, I think my pacemaker getting put in for my heart dropping, being so slow for me, not because, I don't eat. And I haven't for 35 years. So he's seen me go up and down with my weight when I'm under stress or things, but since menopause, that's changed, and I haven't been able to lose the weight that I normally want to lose if I want to lose. If I've let go, forgot, whatever, gotten into a good place, and I eat 3 times a day. I don't know if I'm just built to be a little plump at the hips and the bust line, like a lot of women, or not, but I don't like it. I'm not comfortable where I'm at all. So if I could exercise was brought up. Now, those of you that have an eating disorder know what exercise can do to your mind. It can become obsessive, just like our obsession with whatever we have obsessions over with food. It can transfer and also include because you get that high from exercise. And then we take it, of course, like we do anything, too far, and we end up overdoing the exercise, whether you're raking, and believe me, 16 acres with a third of woods, I never ran out of raking to do. Never. I would rake myself silly. I would rake all day long, all afternoon, come in and get some water. Rake, 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 rake. It's before I had my pacemaker, before my heart was dropping out of me. I was getting so tired so fast. It was awful. And I just thought I was being lazy, and I wanted to help, so I kept pushing through, and then I started just dropping to the ground. Dropping. And it would scare me because it was like somebody unplugged me from a cord, just unplugged, and you drop. There's no preamble, no, oh, something's happening, oh my God, something's, right? It's just unplug you and you're down. So after you're too young for a pacemaker, you're too young for a pacemaker. I finally got a doctor that said, you have an eating disorder. I'm sure you do. And when I told her, yes, I do, it's been, 30 years. I haven't been in for treatment for many, many years for it since I was a teenager. And I just left it go and have managed it on my own. And she said, well, you're not managing it very well because your heart is giving out on you. So all those compliments on my low blood pressure I received all through my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, my 50s was, you have really low blood pressure. Okay? You must be, really in tune with your body and all that other stuff. I'm not. It turns out it was my anorexia. It's one of the many symptoms. So anyway, I'm still in counseling. I'm not going to end up going away like we thought to residential because my insurance, I'm on just disability now for my kidney failure. It's part of my eating disorder. My liver is also failing. It's eating itself with the AST blood level and the ALT, which are both your liver numbers, are sky high on me. So every organ that I have has been affected by this, and I'm on meds. I'm on 10 meds right now to help move my stomach so I can eat and move my bowels. Okay, that's part of them. And then the other part is the depression that I suffer with having an eating disorder, and then a lot of the experiences I've had over my many years now. Luckily, my life has slowed down. This last husband and I had a pretty bumpy road the first 5 years, and the last 6 have been really good. And I'm so glad that I stuck with it. I'm so glad that, we broke up and got back together. We even divorced and remarried 6 years ago. But the changes that had to be made, or we weren't going to get married again. And I love the person that he is this way. So I'm not going to elaborate on his issues because that's not what I'm here for. But I'm very close to him, and he's evolved through this with me and made it bearable. Because I get pretty lonely. I have social anxiety too. I don't go out a lot. It's not like freaky, like in a show where I freak out. I just don't like it. I can start to get short of breath and flushed, and I feel like I'm going to pass out if I don't get out of the crowd. And I don't know when it's going to happen to me, so it's not like it's something I work myself up into. Look at these precious little purple, my hair. These little purple earrings. I got them at Dollar General in a clear little heart. Little crystal-like looking heart, plastic heart. You open the heart and the stones are there, the little, fake stones. And I got diamond-looking ones for April, just because they're diamond-looking ones. And then I got these purple ones because that's my birthstone. If it's not the pearl, the jeweled pearl, then it's I think it's amethyst is but I could be wrong. You'd think I'd know that after all these many years. But anyway, they were $1. And they're not too big for me to wear. I think I'm going to get my granddaughters each one for Valentine's Day, just as a little, with a candy bar, just as a gesture. So counseling, and I'm working with a nutritionist now, which I have not been willing to do ever. The last one I had was a very nice lady, but she insisted on weighing me and turning me around, and it says, my doctor has it right on my file that I'm not to be weighed. It's a trigger for me. I don't need to know how much I weigh, and my doctor says we don't need to know how much I weigh because I'm not at an unhealthy weight, up or down, no matter how I feel. She said, there's nothing about your weight that causes me medical alarm. What causes me alarm is what you are doing to your body and the organs and the condition that you're in. So she also informed me, my nutritionist, that your brain has fat in it and that anorexia can eat the fat in your brain. And that can help bring on dementia much earlier. Okay. I watched my dad die of dementia. And he ended up with Lewy bodies. And if you want to look it up. I'm not going to go into it, but it's a form of dementia. He was sick with it for 6 years, progressively. And I don't want to die like that. So, I have to get it together with this. I don't know why I stand at the counter or the cabinet, and I don't want whatever's there. I look in the refrigerator, and I don't want anything. There's no motivation. I have to find a motivation, and if that's going to be it, is me not dying next to my husband in my sleep with a cardiac arrest, which is the type of heart issue I would have with my pacemaker and my slow heart. I am having some AFib. Like if I don't eat much for a couple days and I realize it's time for me to, eat something, my heart rate can go up. I've noticed that with my watch, that you wear, my smartwatch. So whatever, but I don't think it's anything super serious, or she would address it. My nails, I have one fingernail left. Got my nails done. I have little hands because I'm 5'1". I'm not really all that. I can't say I'm a tiny person because I'm not built like a skinny little girl that looks 12 or 14. I do look like a grown woman. I'm just small. I'm just short. A lot of short people in the world. Reminds me of a 70s song, but anyway. So the nutritionalist, and I are getting along, but the other one wanted to weigh me, and this one I'm doing visual visits with. So I highly recommend visual visits if you can have them with whoever will do them. I think they're ending with my insurance, though. In March, I have to start seeing her in person. It's just something new. I know some insurances won't let you do things with the mental illness side of things unless you see the person in person, so that you could better tell how their weight's doing, because I don't know if you could really tell if I'd lost 20 pounds other than in my face, Anyway, that's all I have to report. Things are going well. No news is good news. I'm doing pretty good. I miss my youngest daughter that I don't see. I'm estranged from her. And, it's so hard. I can't even explain to you how hard it is. Being angry one minute because I raised her and I gave her the best I had, and I thought it was pretty good. And I loved my raising and shared my raising with my girls, and she has disowned me completely. I think it has to do with Mark, my husband, because that's when my daughter and I broke up. But why would it make her stay away for so long? I don't know. If she's waiting for me to leave him, I'm not going to. And that shouldn't be a reason that you see your child or you don't see your adult child. We could do lunch. We could do a lot of things together. And yes, I'm willing to see her without Mark. If she doesn't want to see Mark, I'm willing to see her without Mark. My main goal is me and her right now. I'll worry about, I know some people have said to me, why wouldn't you make sure that Mark is included in that if you're starting up a new relationship with her? Because I love that child. She's my flesh and bone. She rolled around in my belly and I took care of her. And I don't care. I'm going to see her. If she wants to see me, we will work towards that. I won't let her disrespect him because I love him, and I don't let him disrespect her because he's angry with her for hurting me. Like, he sees me cry quite often for missing her. And it's been almost 10 years. You would think that, but not a child. She's not dead, but she walks the earth, but she's dead to me. I can't find her on social media. She's locked herself up really tight. I still give her Christmas and birthday presents because I want her to know I love her. But I don't know. Hope to God she doesn't throw them away. I don't think she does. I think her dad told me that she liked the last thing I got her for her birthday in September. Anyway, that's one of my heartaches, along with many others that I have that I fight with and that I fought with my depression over. It's people have all kinds of empathy for parents who have lost a child in an accident or death or whatever, but they're not very empathetic about a parent like me whose child just abandoned me. She just quit seeing me. I don't think there's anything that is unforgivable between a parent and a child. You should be able to forgive everything, unless I slept with her husband or she slept with my husband, which we don't do that kind of thing in my family, so that wouldn't have been an issue. I just don't understand. I lost my mom young, and I desperately wanted her and still want her, but how can Chelsea not want me? I don't know. Anyway, I'll leave you on that because that's my heartache right now, and that's the biggest thing that weighs me down. I worry for my other children, but it's normal worries. I just don't, I don't see her, and she quite honestly is most like me out of my 3 daughters, I think. I think my oldest one's a lot like me. My middle one has some of my traits, but she's really kind of her own person. She's not, I couldn't say she's a lot like her dad or me. So I'm going to go and enjoy me a little bit of a hot bath and maybe a glass of honey wine, because I can have a glass of that, and that's about it. I won't push it. Otherwise, my gastroparesis will make me throw up. I can't have anything anymore. But honey mead, maybe honey because it's antibacterial. I would love that. That's crazy. He thinks it's so gross what women, in their 60s and 70s do to their faces. And I can't afford to do it anyway, so I won't be doing it. But, all right, that's it. That's all I've got. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. And if you're like me, keep putting one foot in front of the other. That's all we can do.